Hey, Sam Packer here, and I wanted to talk about my first trip to the NAMM show in 2018. Just ended last week, and I was so excited to be able to go for the first time. In general, I want to highlight 10 things that I really loved about the show and why I was looking forward to go in general. So the first, it's always amazing to see first releases of anything, whether you're at the car show or I guess you can see previews now on Instagram or YouTube, but that's always so exciting. You're pretty much surrounded by gear. If you're a guitarist or a musician at all, it's amazing to see all the different products that you usually only see online because there's so many that could be considered rare or specialty items that you hear about, but they don't have it, Guitar Center or even your local music shop. And then guitar picks. You get a ton of free guitar picks while you're there. Strymon, this cool company Frettable, which I just learned about. TV Jones had these great Jazz 3 Dunlop pickups. I picked up this ebony guitar pick because it's more of kind of a binge purchase, but it's pretty cool. It's made out of a piano key. And then you meet all your favorite internet personalities, especially in guitar. Pro Guitar Shop Andy, that pedal show Dan and Mick, 60 Cycle Hum, which is a new one I really like, the Pedal Zone, all the people from Reverb. It's really great seeing these people who demo most of the gear I think that people see in general on the internet. Of course, NAMM has a lot of quirks. This is the only place I've ever been that has longer lines for the men's room than for the women's room. And I think that's also why people are afraid of getting sick. People don't go to wash their hands at all, probably. It's about 8 hours of walking a day. I didn't even think about how much I was walking. I just really loved seeing all the stuff and was just so excited. But my feet were definitely sore after all that. And then long travel times. Almost everyone who goes has to travel a lot. I had to travel less because I'm here in LA, but it was about 120 miles round trip. Pretty decent amount of driving. What really caught my eye later as I progressed through the show was the boutique guitars. I love the whimsical designs, the creative takes on old designs like Fender or Gibson, Grace, even the use of other pickups that you only saw on like oddball 60s or 70s guitars. There's just a really cool pickup choice, woodworking, use of materials. Some of my favorite builders that I saw were Water Slide, who makes Cooter casters, Rick Turner, who makes the Lindsey Buckingham model, Frank Brothers Guitars, which I recently saw on Instagram for having a unique shape, Electric Guitar Company, making all aluminum guitars that just look so glam and play amazingly. Maxwell, who does some Maxwell just does some amazing woodworking that I've just never even thought of or could think was possible with wood. Koll, Cower, Prisma. The list goes on. Those are Collings. Just a lot of amazing builders. There was another one made out of flax linen. I can't remember the name, but I might be able to find it later. Yeah, it's a flax linen acoustic guitar. In terms of pedals and other gear, there's a lot of stuff that was new, but there's also a lot of stuff that I was just never able to see in person or even knew existed. One example of that is P3 Pedals Phantom Power. It's basically a power supply for your pedals that is run through TRS cables that connects the pedals. I don't know why this hasn't caught on before, but some questions I'd have about it are, is it isolated power? And how easily can you power non-P3 brand pedals? But in general, I just think it would be really clean and simple and a great solution for pedal power. I don't know why it hasn't caught on. Chase Bliss, it's a fairly new company. All their products are still considered pretty new, but I've never been able to try them in person anywhere because, well, not a lot of people stock them, or I don't have a chance to go out to stores that carry them, and so being able to play with them in person was amazing. Also being able to meet the team that builds them. Specifically, I love the Condor and the Tonal Recall. This year I noticed there were a lot of EQ pedals, which was amazing. It's definitely one of my favorite styles of pedal. And the Tonal Recall just has so many sounds in that one delay box that's just the size of a normal guitar pedal. Then Zvex. Zvex didn't really have anything new for the NAMM show, but that was another pedal company that I never got to see all of their products in one place before. One thing I definitely want to say is I want to see them make a reverb or delay pedal at some time in the future. Strymon again. Yeah, I have their guitar pick because I love getting free guitar picks. I never also saw their products in person, and I know there's a lot of internet talk about them, whether they're too expensive or they're the right price. Either way, they hold their value really well. It's hard to find a good deal on them used, and hearing them in person, they really do sound amazing. Milkman and other boutique amps. The new small pedal-sized amplifier by Milkman sounded really great. Perfect cleans, cool reverb and tremolo. Overall, I think that would be just a really great idea and solution for a lot of players today. And I can't wait to see what happens after it comes to general production and if it becomes really popular or not. I personally really like it because it's so lightweight and sounds good and is just a real amp in a box. Other, boutique amps, Fuchs, Rock, Kemper, which I never got to see in person. Yeah, Kempers really do sound like real amps. It's amazing. Frettable again. I'd never heard of this company, but they just convert your real performances into sheet music, tabs, and MIDI, just using their back-end software over the internet and then sending it back to you. It's at least 80% accurate, I think is what they told me. And yeah, it's a great use of technology today. The future is now. The Thimble Slide. This is the last thing I picked up pretty much as the show was ending. It's a slide that goes, doesn't take up your whole finger, but allows you to fret and then play slide lines. It hits up to 3 strings and it really works. I need to spend more time learning how to use it and like really figuring out how I want to like play the slide and get used to it. But yeah, I really like this idea. So that's my trip to NAMM. I hope you enjoy hearing about it. Please like and subscribe for more content. Thank you.